So I just saw Mother, and it was pretty intense. But before getting into it, let's try to define intense, because I think this word will be misused by people seeing 2017's It, which is essentially this. Ooga booga booga! Combine claustrophobic close-ups, ambient sounds, and a nearly absent score, and you have Mother. It doesn't need Carrot Top running towards you at sonic speeds to spook you or a clunky score to tell you when the jump scare is coming. Instead, it uses situations thrust upon characters to create a never-ending supply of anxiety. This anxiety turns to dread for the unknown because of how situations escalate and how certain characters are completely at the mercy of their surroundings. Without going too overboard with praise, I wanted to highlight what I enjoyed specifically. First and foremost, see Mother without any expectations or knowledge of the trailers. The only information I went into this with was provided by a certain horse, and my experience greatly benefited from it. Of course, this isn't a general audience movie, and if the box office numbers for It say anything, it says more people want Annabelle and Conjuring, and less people want, well, this. And if Mother says anything about my movie preferences, it probably says I'm a little fucked up. That being said, the sound design was outstanding. There's just a type of immersion provided by having sounds occur in other spaces than what's in front of the camera. It creates unease because there's moments of ambient sounds being off-center, leading you to wonder whether you're hearing the sounds in your more immediate surroundings, like in the theater. And again, there's less ham-fisted telegraphing of what's around the corner. I think a lot of people will skip this movie because of Jennifer Lawrence, and if X-Men Apocalypse is any indication of her acting range, then I wouldn't blame them. But Jennifer Lawrence did a great job, at least by comparison with her one-note, "We are the X-Men, we have to band together" of Apocalypse. She's joined by Javier Bardem, Ed Harris, and Michelle Pfeiffer, all of which turn in great performances as well. I also really enjoyed how surreal things became at a point. There's types of conflicts that break out in the second half of the movie that truly make it the stuff of nightmares. It becomes a type of movie that's so horrible you can't look away. You can only stare in disbelief as things get exponentially worse. And this is something you should anticipate. I mean, this is Aronofsky. And then there's the matter of why anything happens in Mother, and a lot of that can be explained by looking up the character names. Unfortunately though, the why doesn't go any deeper than surface level, and that'll probably ruin it for more regular fans of art house movies. A lot of people are being quoted as saying, at a certain point you just have to shut off your brain and enjoy the ride. And honestly, if there's a choice of having a movie like this and say, Transformers: The Last Night, then I'd rather have more movies like Mother. I enjoyed it. And if you're looking for something a little weirder than It, and have the capacity to stomach a few graphic sequences, like baby being turned into baby batter from The Witch level graphic, then you will too. Thank you for watching. If I was going to shill, I'd ask you to subscribe to my Instaface, Twatter, and Twitbook, but let's be honest, you know where the links are. I will tell you that I appreciate any support you can give. I'm sure inevitably I'll put together a Patreon since some of my videos have claims pending on them, in turn preventing me from releasing them. You know, in case you're wondering where Death Note 2017's review is. It's been ready since September 11th. Not that that day should have any specific significance. I had it released and it was already done.